All right, so it's about 2:37 now, and I plan on leaving the house around 3:40 just to make sure I get there in time. Parking is going to be kind of limited, and I don't want to walk really far. Plus, it's going to be like a ton of people. I think 1,200 and something for the half. So getting kind of all those nervous butterflies already. Been hydrating all day. Ate turkey sandwich for lunch, oatmeal for breakfast, just had a banana. Gonna bring another banana and just a plain bagel to eat a little before the run starts. My sister and niece and nephew were going to go with me, but she got food poisoning and is kind of, not really feeling great. So she's going to keep track of me virtually. Same with my cousin, who was my running buddy in Illinois. Kind of nervous and scared to go at it alone, but also now I can do this. So the Area 13.1 half marathon was 4 days ago, so it was Saturday evening, and yesterday was my first run since then. I did a little over 6.5 miles and was really feeling it still in my legs. My quads were sore and my calves were tighter than I think they've ever been, but I've done some yoga, I've done some stretching, I've done some core work since then, and is feeling a lot better today. So tomorrow I plan on running 7.5 miles. This video is more about a recap of the race. So this is the medal I got. Pretty cool. And this is the race shirt. So first I'll talk about some of the good things that happened with the race. So the first and foremost is I beat my other half marathon. So this was my second half marathon and I beat my last one by about 9.5 minutes. So I finished in 2 hours and 22 minutes. I started off really strong, averaging 10:16 per mile, which is really good for me, but I was feeling great. I was feeling awesome, amazing. But around mile 6, my mojo was off, my rhythm was off, and honestly, I think the biggest problem for me with this race was I didn't fuel correctly. So even though I took a gel around mile 4, it still wasn't enough. So what happened was I ate lunch around noon and had a turkey sandwich, and it was good. I had a banana, and just before I left, so I left around 3:40, trying to get there by 5 to get a good parking space, and I actually got the last parking space. So even though the race didn't start till 7, it was about an hour drive for me to Roswell from south of Atlanta, and traffic, all that good stuff, anything can happen. So I left early, and right before I left, I was going to eat a bagel and took a bite of it, and I was just like, this tastes awful, like it's like cardboard. Didn't think much of it, tossed it, headed out the door, got to the race, got kind of caught up in getting ready, talking to some people about the race and everything, and before you know it, the race is starting, and I haven't eaten in 7 hours. So that was not smart on my part. Something I will definitely correct in the future. So I just was underfueled, and by mile 6, it's when my time started just ticking away, and I just kept looking at it like, oh no, like I was on such a great track. And I honestly think had I fueled correctly before that race, I would have finished even probably 10 minutes before I did. In all, it was a really good race. It was a great experience. It was the first one I've done on my own, so it was kind of cool getting out there out of my comfort zone and doing something on my own. Next up will be a marathon, and I'm not really sure which one I'm going to do, so it's kind of a toss-up between a few of them, but I plan on making a decision this week. And then next April, I'm planning on running the Illinois Marathon, the Christie Clinic Illinois Marathon. I did the half in April and want to go ahead and finish with the complete marathon so I can finish out that tattoo and get the rest of that race course on my legs. So in all, I was stoked about the Area 13.1 half and proud of what I did. Could have done better, but I did do better than the time before. And honestly, the only person I'm competing with is myself. So happy to get that one done. It was super fun. So if you're in the Atlanta area next year and they're doing it, I highly recommend it. It was a little bit hilly at times. Other than that, it was really a great run. It was fun. A lot of people all along the route who were kind of cheering you on. It was also my first race in the dark, so that was kind of interesting too, running with a headlamp. It was actually kind of cool though. So yeah, that was my experience with the Area 13.1. I didn't do a whole lot of filming just because A, it got dark, and B, I was honestly dying in that second half, and by the last third of it, like, there's no way. In all, it was a great experience. I'm glad I did it. I'll do it again. It's gonna keep training, keep getting better, fuel better, hydrate better, all that good stuff, and keep you guys updated. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of this. If you did, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll keep getting better.